Chapter 4, Animal Kingdom. When you look around, you will observe different animals with different structures and forms. As over a million species of animals have been described till now, the need for classification becomes all the more important. The classification also helps in assigning a systematic position to newly described species. 4.1 Basis of classification. In spite of differences in structure and form of different animals, there are fundamental features common to various individuals in relation to the arrangement of cells, body symmetry, nature of coelom, patterns of digestive, circulatory, or reproductive systems. These features are used as the basis of animal classification, and some of them are discussed here. 4.1.1 Levels of organization. Though all members of Animalia are multicellular, all of them do not exhibit the same pattern of organization of cells. For example, in sponges, the cells are arranged as loose cell aggregates. That is, they exhibit cellular level of organization. Some division of labor activities occur among the cells. In coelentrates, the arrangement of cells is more complex. Here, the cells performing the same function are arranged into tissues, hence called tissue level of organization. A still higher level of organization, that is, organ level, is exhibited by members of Platyhelminthes and other higher phyla, where tissues are grouped together to form organs, each specialized for a particular function. In animals like annelids, arthropods, mollusks, echinoderms, and chordates, organs have associated to form functional systems, each system concerned with a specific physiological function. This pattern is called organ system level of organization. Organ systems in different groups of animals exhibit various patterns of complexities. For example, the digestive system in Platyhelminthes has only a single opening to the outside of the body that serves as both mouth and anus, and is hence called incomplete. A complete digestive system has two openings, mouth and anus. Similarly, the circulatory system may be of two types: open type, in which the blood is pumped out of the heart and the cells and tissues are directly bathed in it, and closed type, in which the blood is circulated through a series of vessels of varying diameters, arteries, veins, and capillaries. 4.1.2 Symmetry. Animals can be categorized on the basis of their symmetry. Sponges are mostly asymmetrical, that is, any plane that passes through the center does not divide them into equal halves. When any plane passing through the central axis of the body divides the organism into two identical halves, it is called radial symmetry. Coelentrates, ctenophores, and echinoderms, adult echinoderms, have this kind of body plan. Figure 4.1a. 4.1a Radial symmetry. Animals like annelids, arthropods, etc., where the body can be divided into identical left and right halves in only one plane, exhibit bilateral symmetry. Figure 4.1b. Bilateral symmetry. 4.1.3 Diploblastic and triploblastic organization. Animals in which the cells are arranged in two embryonic layers, an external ectoderm and an internal endoderm, are called diploblastic animals. Example: coelentrates. An undifferentiated layer, mesoglia, is present in between the ectoderm and the endoderm. Figure 4.2a. This is diploblastic. Mesoglia is present. This is endoderm, then mesoglia, then ectoderm. So this is diploblastic. Next is triploblastic. In triploblastic, outer layer is ectoderm, middle layer is mesoderm, then the innermost layer is endoderm. Those animals in which the developing embryo has a third germinal layer, mesoderm, in between the ectoderm and endoderm are called triploblastic animals, Platyhelminthes to chordates. Figure 4.2b. See 4.1.4 Coelom. Presence or absence of a cavity between the body wall and the gut wall is very important in classification. The body cavity, which is lined by mesoderm, is called coelom. Animals possessing coelom are called coelomates. Example: annelids, mollusks, arthropods, echinoderms, hemichordates, and chordates. Figure 4.3a. In some animals, the body cavity is not lined by mesoderm. Instead, the mesoderm is present as scattered pouches in between the ectoderm and endoderm. Such a body cavity is called pseudocoelom, and the animals possessing them are called pseudocoelomates. Example: Aschelminthes. Figure 4.3b. The animals in which the body cavity is absent are called acoelomates. Example: Platyhelminthes. So figure 4.3 diagrammatic sectional view of coelomate, then pseudocoelomate, Then acoelomate in which the body cavity is absent. 4.1.5 Segmentation. In some animals, the body is externally and internally divided into segments with a serial repetition of at least some organs. For example, in earthworm, the body shows this pattern called metameric segmentation, and the phenomenon is known as metamerism. 4.1.6 Notochord. Notochord is a mesodermally derived rod-like structure formed on the dorsal side during embryonic development in some animals. Animals with notochord are called chordates, and those animals which do not form the structure are called non-chordates, example Porifera to echinoderms. 4.2 Classification of animals. The broad classification of Animalia based on common fundamental features as mentioned in the preceding sections is given in figure 4.4. So, figure 4.4 broad classification of kingdom Animalia based on common fundamental features. So, look at the kingdom Animalia, multicellular. Levels of organization, it's divided into cellular level and tissue or organ system level. Then symmetry, mostly asymmetrical, radial, bilateral. Then come to the body cavity or coelom. Mostly asymmetrical, acoelomata, radial, acoelomata, bilateral, without body cavity, acoelomates, with false coelom, pseudocoelomates, with true coelom, coelomate. Mostly asymmetrical, acoelomata, phylum Porifera, radial, acoelomata, coelenterata, cnidaria, ctenophora. Bilateral, without body cavity, acoelomates, platyhelminthes, with false coelom, pseudocoelomates, aschelminthes, with true coelom, coelomates, Annelida, Arthropoda, Mollusca, Echinodermata, Hemichordata, and Chordata. Echinodermata exhibits radial or bilateral symmetry depending on the stage. The important characteristic features of the different phyla are described. 4.2.1 Phylum Porifera. Members of this phylum are commonly known as sponges. They are generally marine and mostly asymmetrical animals. Figure 4.5. These are primitive multicellular animals and have cellular level of organization. Sponges have a water transport or canal system. Water enters through minute pores ostia in the body wall into a central cavity, spongocoel, from where it goes out through the osculum. This pathway of water transport is helpful in food gathering, respiratory exchange, and removal of waste. Choanocytes or collar cells line the spongocoel and the canals. Digestion is intracellular. The body is supported by a skeleton made up of spicules or spongin fibers. Sexes are not separate, hermaphrodite. That is, eggs and sperms are produced by the same individual. Sponges reproduce asexually by fragmentation and sexually by formation of gametes. Fertilization is internal and development is indirect, having a larval stage which is morphologically distinct from the adult. Examples of Porifera: A. Cycon. A. This is Cycon. B. Euspongia. B. Euspongia. Euspongia. C. Spongilla. C. Spongilla. Examples of Porifera: Cycon, Cypha, Spongilla, freshwater sponge, and Euspongia, bathe sponge. 4.2.2 Phylum Coelenterata, Cnidaria. They are aquatic, mostly marine, sessile, or free swimming, radially symmetrical animals. The name Cnidaria is derived from the cnidoblasts or cnidocytes, which contain the stinging capsules, nematocysts present on the tentacles and the body. Cnidoblasts are used for anchorage, defense, and for the capture of prey. Cnidarians exhibit tissue level of organization and are diploblastic. They have a central gastrovascular cavity with a single opening mouth on hypostome. Digestion is extracellular and intracellular. Some of the cnidarians, example corals, have a skeleton composed of calcium carbonate. Cnidarians exhibit two basic body forms called polyp and medusa. The former is a sessile and cylindrical form like Hydra, Adamsia, etc., whereas the latter is umbrella-shaped and free-swimming like Aurelia or jellyfish. Those cnidarians which exhibit in both forms exhibit alternation of generation, metagenesis, that is, polyps produce medusa asexually and medusa form the polyps sexually. Example, Obelia. Examples: Physalia, Portuguese man of war; Adamsia, sea anemone; Penatula, sea pen; Gorgonia, sea fan; Meandrina, brain coral. 4.2.3 Phylum Ctenophora. Ctenophores, commonly known as sea walnuts or comb jellies, are exclusively marine, radially symmetrical, diploblastic organisms with tissue level of organization. The body bears 8 external rows of ciliated comb plates which help in locomotion. Digestion is both extracellular and intracellular. Bioluminescence, the property of a living organism to emit light, is well marked in ctenophores. Sexes are not separate. Reproduction takes place only by sexual means. Fertilization is external with indirect development. Examples: Pleodobrachia and Ctenoplana. 4.2.4 Phylum Platyhelminthes. They have dorso-ventrally flattened body, hence are called flatworms. These are mostly endoparasites found in animals including human beings. Flatworms are bilaterally symmetrical, triploblastic and acoelomate animals with organ level of organization. Hooks and suckers are present on the parasitic forms. Some of them absorb nutrients from the host directly through their body's surface. Specialized cells called flame cells help in osmoregulation and excretion. Sexes are not separate. Fertilization is internal and development is through many larval stages. Some members like Planaria possess high regeneration capacity. Examples: Tinea, tapeworm, Fasciola, liver fluke. 4.2.5 Phylum Aschelminthes. The body of the Aschelminthes is circular in cross section, hence the name roundworms. They may be free-living, aquatic and terrestrial, or parasitic in plants and animals. Roundworms have organ system level of body organization. They are bilaterally symmetrical, triploblastic and pseudocoelomate animals. Alimentary canal is complete with a well-developed muscular pharynx. An excretory tube removes body wastes from the body cavity through the excretory pore. Sexes are separate, dioecious, that is, males and females are distinct. Often females are longer than males. Fertilization is internal and development may be direct. The young ones resemble the adult or indirect. Examples: Ascaris roundworm, Wischureria filaria worm, and Cyclostoma hookworm. Phylum Annelida. They may be aquatic, marine and freshwater, or terrestrial, free-living and sometimes parasitic. They exhibit organ system level of body organization and bilateral symmetry. They are triploblastic, metamerically segmented and coelomate animals. Their body surface is distinctly marked out into segments or metameres and hence the phylum name Annelida. Annulus little ring. Figure 4.11. Examples of Annelida: A. Nereis, B. Hirudinaria, Ferretima earthworm. They possess longitudinal and circular muscles which help in locomotion. Aquatic annelids like Nereis possess lateral appendages, parapodia, which help in swimming. A closed circulatory system is present. Nephridia, singular nephridium, help in osmoregulation and excretion. Neural system consists of paired ganglia, singular ganglion, connected by lateral nerves to a double ventral nerve cord. Nereis, an aquatic form, is dioecious, but earthworms and leeches are monoecious. Reproduction is sexual. Examples: Nereis, Ferretima earthworm, and Hirudinaria, blood-sucking leech. Four point two point seven Phylum Arthropoda. This is the largest phylum of Animalia, which includes insects. Over 2/3 of all named species on Earth are arthropods. They have organ system level of organization. They are bilaterally symmetrical, triploblastic, segmented, and coelomate animals. The body of arthropods is covered by chitinous exoskeleton. The body consists of head, thorax, and abdomen. They have jointed appendages. Arthros joint. Poda appendages. Respiratory organs are gills, book lungs, or tracheal system. Circulatory system is of open type. Sensory organs like antenna, eyes, compound and simple, statocysts or balancing organs are present. Excretion takes place through Malpighian tubules. They are mostly dioecious. Fertilization is usually internal. They are mostly oviparous. Development may be direct or indirect. Examples: economically important insects: Apis honeybee, Bombyx silkworm, Laccifer lac insect, vectors, Anopheles culex, and Aedes mosquitoes. Gregarious pest: Locusta locust, living fossil Lamulus king crab. So examples of arthropoda: locust, butterfly, scorpion, prawn. Now come to 4.2.8 Phylum Mollusca. Phylum Mollusca. This is the second largest animal phylum. Figure 4.13. Mollusks are terrestrial or aquatic, marine or freshwater, having an organ system level of organization. They are bilaterally symmetrical, triploblastic and coelomate animals. Body is covered by a calcareous shell and is unsegmented with a distinct head, muscular foot, and visceral hump. A soft and spongy layer of skin forms a mantle over the visceral hump. The space between the hump and the mantle is called the mantle cavity, in which feather-like gills are present. They have respiratory and excretory functions. The anterior head region has sensory tentacles. The mouth contains a file-like rasping organ for feeding called radula. So examples of mollusca: Pila, octopus. They are usually dioecious and oviparous with indirect development. Examples of mollusca: Pila, apple snail, pink tarda, pearl oyster, septia, cuttlefish, loligo, squid, octopus, devilfish, aplysia, sea hare, dentalium, tusk shell, and Chaetopleura chiton. 4.2.9 Phylum Echinodermata. These animals have an endoskeleton of calcareous ossicles and hence the name Echinodermata, spiny bodied, figure 4.14. Examples of Echinodermata as Asterias of Fura. So after figure 4.14, all are phylum Echinodermata, all are marine with organ system level of organization. The adult echinoderms are radially symmetrical, but larvae are bilaterally symmetrical. They are triploblastic and coelomate animals. Digestive system is complete with mouth on the lower ventral side and anus on the upper dorsal side. The most distinctive feature of echinoderms is the presence of water vascular system, which helps in locomotion, capture, and transport of food and respiration. An excretory system is absent. Sexes are separate. Reproduction is sexual. Fertilization is usually external. Development is indirect with free-swimming larvae. Examples: Asterias starfish, Echinus sea urchin, Antedon sea lily, Cucumaria sea cucumber, Ophiura brittle star. Phylum Hemichordata. Hemichordata was earlier considered as a subphylum under phylum Chordata, but now it is placed as a separate phylum under non-Chordata. Hemichordata have a rudimentary structure in the collar region called stomochord, a structure similar to notochord. This phylum consists of a small group of worm-like marine animals with organ system level of organization. They are bilaterally symmetrical, triploblastic, and coelomate animals. The body is cylindrical and is composed of an anterior proboscis, a collar, and a long trunk, figure 4.15. So figure 4.15 is Balanoglossus. This is proboscis, collar, trunk. The body is cylindrical and is composed of an anterior proboscis, a collar, and a long trunk. Circulatory system is of open type. Respiration takes place through gills. Excretory organ is proboscis gland. Sexes are separate. Fertilization is external. Development is indirect. Examples: Balanoglossus and Saccoglossus. 4.2.11 Phylum Chordata. Animals belonging to phylum Chordata are fundamentally characterized by the presence of a notochord, a dorsal hollow nerve cord, and paired pharyngeal gill slits. Figure 4.16. These are bilaterally symmetrical, triploblastic coelomate with organ system level of organization. They possess a post-anal tail and a closed circulatory system. So look at here, figure 4.16 Chordata. Characteristics: nerve cord, notochord, gill slits. This is the post-anal part. Now table 4.1 presents a comparison of salient features of chordates and non-chordates. Table 4.1 comparison of chordates and non-chordates. Chordates, non-chordates. So that's the comparison. Chordates, notochord present. Non-chordates, notochord absent. Chordates central nervous system is dorsal, hollow, and single. Non-chordate central nervous system is ventral, solid, and double. Double ventral solid nerve cord, as in Annelida. Chordates pharynx perforated by gill slits. Non-chordates gill slits are absent. Chordates heart is ventral. Non-chordates heart is dorsal if present. Chordates a post-anal part, tail is present. Non-chordates post-anal tail is absent. Phylum Chordata is divided into three subphyla: Urochordata or Tunicata, Cephalochordata, and Vertebrata. Phylum Chordata is divided into three subphyla: Urochordata or Tunicata, Cephalochordata, and Vertebrata. Phylum Chordata is divided into three subphyla: Urochordata or Tunicata, Cephalochordata, and Vertebrata. Subphyla Urochordata and Cephalochordata are often referred to as protochordates and are exclusively marine. In Urochordata, notochord is present only in larval tail, while in Cephalochordata, it extends from head to tail region and is persistent throughout their life. Examples: Urochordata, Cedius sulpadoliolum; Cephalochordata, Branchiostoma, and Pyoxus or lancelet. The members of subphylum Vertebrata possess notochord during the embryonic period. The notochord is replaced by a cartilaginous or bony vertebral column in the adult. Thus, all vertebrates are chordates, but all chordates are not vertebrates. Besides the basic chordate characters, vertebrates have a central muscular heart with 2, 3, or 4 chambers, kidneys for excretion and osmoregulation, and paired appendages which may be fins or limbs. The subphylum Vertebrata is further divided as follows. Vertebrata is divided into Agnatha, which lacks jaw, and Gnathostomata, which bears jaw. Agnatha, which lacks jaw, comes into the class Cyclostomata, and Gnathostomata, which bears jaw, is divided into the superclass Pisces, bear fins, and Tetrapoda, which bear limbs. Now, Pisces, class Chondrichthyes and Ostrichthyes come into the superclass Pisces, and here class Amphibia, Reptilia, Aves, mammals come into the superclass Tetrapoda, which bear limbs. (4.2.11.1) Class Cyclostomata. All living members of the class Cyclostomata ectoparasites on some fishes. They have elongated body bearing 6 to 15 pairs of gill slits for respiration. Cyclostomes have a sucking circular mouth without jaws. Figure 4.18. A jawless vertebrate, Petromyzon. The body is devoid of scales and paired and what that's given and paired fins. Cranium and vertebral column are cartilaginous. Circulation is of closed type. Cyclostomes are marine but migrate for spawning to fresh water. After spawning, within a few days they die. Their larvae, after metamorphosis, return to the ocean. Examples: Petromyzon, lamprey, and myxin hagfish. 4.2.11.2 Class Chondrichthyes. They are marine animals with a streamlined body and have cartilaginous endoskeleton. Figure 4.19. Examples of cartilaginous fishes: Scoliodon and Pristus. Mouth is located ventrally. Notochord is persistent throughout life. Gill slits are separate and without operculum. Gill cover. The skin is tough, containing minute placoid scales. Teeth are modified placoid scales which are backwardly directed. Their jaws are very powerful. These animals are predaceous. Due to the absence of air bladder, they have to swim constantly to avoid sinking. Heart is two-chambered, one auricle and one ventricle. Some of them have electric organs, example torpedo, and some possess poison sting, example trigon. They are cold-blooded. Poikilothermous animals, that is, they lack the capacity to regulate their body temperature. Sexes are separate. In males, pelvic fins bear claspers. They have internal fertilization. Many of them are viviparous. Examples: Scoliodon, dogfish; Pristus, sawfish; cad, charodon; great white shark; trigon, stingray. 4.2.11.3 Class Ostrichthyes. It includes both marine and freshwater fishes with bony endoskeleton. Their body is streamlined. Mouth is mostly terminal. Figure 4.20. They have 4 pairs of gills which are covered by an operculum on each side. Skin is covered with cycloid or ctenoid scales. Air bladder is present which regulates buoyancy. Heart is two-chambered, one auricle and one ventricle. They are cold-blooded animals. Sexes are separate. Fertilization is usually external. They are mostly oviparous and development is direct. Examples: marine Exocoitus, flying fish; hippocampus, seahorse; freshwater, labio rohu; katla, clarius, magur; aquarium, betta, fighting fish; pterophyllum, angelfish. Once again, examples of class Ostrichthyes: marine Ostrichthyes; Exocoitus, flying fish; hippocampus, seahorse; freshwater Ostrichthyes, lapio rohu; katla, Clarius magor. Aquarium, Ostrichthys. Betta, fighting fish. Pterophyllum, angelfish. Examples of bony fishes: hippocampus, A. hippocampus, B. catla. A. hippocampus and B. catla. Now, 4.2.11.4 class Amphibia, as the name indicates, GR, amphi, dual, bios, life. Amphibians can live in aquatic as well as terrestrial habitats, figure 4.21. Examples of amphibia: salamander, rana. A. 4.21 A. salamander, B. rana. Most of them have two pairs of limbs. Body is divisible into head and trunk. Tail may be present in some. The amphibian skin is moist, without scales. The eyes have eyelids. A tympanum represents the ear. Alimentary canal, urinary and reproductive tracts open into a common chamber called cloaca, which opens to the exterior. Respiration is by gills, lungs, and through skin. The heart is three-chambered, 2 auricles and 1 ventricle. These are cold-blooded animals. Sexes are separate. Fertilization is external. They are oviparous and development is indirect. Examples: Buford toad, rana frog, hyla tree frog, salamander, Ichthyophis, limbless amphibia. Class 4.2.11.5 Class Reptilia. The class name refers to their creeping or crawling mode of locomotion. Repair or reptum, to creep or crawl. They are mostly terrestrial animals and their body is covered by dry and cornified skin. Epidermal scales or scutes, figure 4.22. They do not have external ear openings. Tympanum represents ear. Limbs when present are 2 pairs. Heart is usually 3-chambered but 4-chambered in crocodiles. Reptiles are poikilotherms. Snakes and lizards shed their scales as skin cast. Sexes are separate. Fertilization is internal. They are oviparous and development is direct. Examples: Chilone turtle, Testudo tortoise, chameleon tree lizard, Calotes garden lizard, Crocodilus crocodile, alligator, Hemidactylus wall lizard, poisonous snakes, Naja cobra, Bangarus crate, Vipera viper. 4.2.11.6 Class Aves. The characteristics features of aves birds are the presence of feathers and most of them can fly except flightless birds. Example: ostrich. They possess beak. The 4 limbs are modified into wings. The hind limbs generally have scales and are modified for walking, swimming, or clasping the tree branches. Skin is dry without glands except the oil gland at the base of the tail. Endoskeleton is fully ossified, bony, and the long bones are hollow with air cavities pneumatic. The digestive tract of birds has additional chambers, the crop and gizzard. Heart is completely 4-chambered. They are warm-blooded, homeothermous animals, that is, they are able to maintain a constant body temperature. Respiration is by lungs. Air sacs connected to lungs supplement respiration. Sexes are separate. Fertilization is internal. They are oviparous and development is direct. Examples: Corvus crow, Columba pigeon, Psittacula parrot, Struthio ostrich, Pavo peacock, Aptenodytes penguin, Nephron vulture. Some birds: A. neophron, B. Struthio ostrich, C. Psittacula parrot, Pavo peacock. Class Mammalia. They are found in a variety of habitats: polar ice caps, deserts, mountains, forests, grasslands, and dark caves. Some of them have adapted to fly or live in water. The most unique mammalian characteristic is the presence of milk-producing glands, mammary glands, by which the young ones are nourished. They have 2 pairs of limbs adapted for walking, running, climbing, burrowing, swimming, or flying. Figure 4.24. So A is platypus, which is oviparous, and its name is Ornithorhynchus. B is Macropus kangaroo. C is Pteropus fly fox, and D is Balanoptera blue whale. So the skin of mammals is unique in possessing hair. External ears or pinna are present. Different types of teeth are present in the jaw. Heart is 4-chambered. They are homeothermous. Respiration is by lungs. Sexes are separate and fertilization is internal. They are viviparous with few exceptions and development is direct. Examples are oviparous, Ornithorhynchus, oviparous, means egg-laying mammals. Ornithorhynchus platypus. Viviparous means the mammals which give birth to their young ones. Macropus kangaroo, Pteropus flying fox, Camelus camel, Macaca monkey, Rattus rat, Canis dog, Felis cat, Elephas elephant, Iccus horse, Delphinus common dolphin, Balanoptera blue whale, Panthera tigris tiger, Panthera leo lion. Now just look at the table 4.2, salient features. Salient features of different phyla in the animal kingdom. So all the phylum are given: Porphyra, Coelenterata, Cnidaria, Ctenophora, Platyhelminthes, Aschelminthes, Annelida, Arthropoda, Mollusca, Echinodermata, Hemichordata, Chordata. Level of organization: Porphyra, cellular, symmetry, asymmetrical, coelom absent, segmentation absent, digestive system absent, circulatory system absent, respiratory system absent. Distinctive features of Porifera: body with pores and canals in walls. Coelenterata, Cnidaria. Level of organization: tissue level of organization, radial symmetry, coelom absent, segmentation absent, digestive system incomplete, circulatory system absent, respiratory system absent. Distinctive features: cnidoblasts present. Now phylum Ctenophora. Level of organization: tissue level of organization, radial symmetry, coelom absent, segmentation absent, digestive system incomplete, circulatory system absent, respiratory system absent. Distinctive features: palm plates, locomotion. Now Platyhelminthes. Level of organization: organ and organ system, bilateral symmetry, coelom absent, segmentation absent, digestive system incomplete, circulatory system absent, respiratory system absent. Distinctive features: flat body, suckers. Now level of phylum Aschelminthes. Level of organization: organ system level of organization, bilateral symmetry, pseudocoelomate, segmentation absent, digestive system complete, circulatory system absent, respiratory system absent. Distinctive features: often worm shaped, elongated. Now Annelida. Organ system level of organization, bilateral symmetry, coelomate, segmentation present, digestive system complete, circulatory system closed type present, respiratory system absent. Distinctive features: body segmentation like rings. Now Arthropoda. Organ system level of organization, bilateral symmetry, coelomate, segmentation present, digestive system complete, circulatory system present, open type, respiratory system present. Distinctive features: exoskeleton of cuticle, jointed appendages. Mollusca. Level of organization, organ system level of organization, symmetry bilateral, coelomate, segmentation absent, digestive system complete, circulatory system present, respiratory system present. Distinctive features: external skeleton of shell usually present. Echinodermata. Organ system level of organization, symmetry radial adult, coelomate, segmentation absent, digestive system complete, circulatory system present, respiratory system present. Distinctive features: water vascular system, radial symmetry. Hemichordata. Level of organization, organ system level of organization, bilateral symmetry, coelomate, segmentation absent, digestive system complete, circulatory system, hemichordata, segmentation absent, digestive system complete, circulatory system present, respiratory system present. Distinctive features: worm-like with proboscis, collar and trunk. Now last is the chordata. Phylum Chordata, or organ system level of organization, bilateral symmetry, coelomate, now segmentation present, digestive system complete, circulatory system present, respiratory system present. And distinctive features: notochord, dorsal hollow nerve cord, gill slits with limbs or fins. That's it, guys. Thank you all for listening.